Friend in the business.
8:09 is the time right now. We all know teachers in Arizona already make one of the least amounts of money compared to others across the nation. And most of them end up having to spend their own money for just things in the classroom. So now there's a push in the legislature to help teachers buy supplies. Some say it'll help, but others say it's really just a Band-Aid for a bigger problem.
It's what drives us through each day. We care about these students. We want the best for them.
Amy Ball's students at Madison Traditional Academy come first. She's been a kindergarten teacher for 12 years and can't imagine doing anything else. But it's not easy.
It's stressful. It's a stressful time in Arizona.
There are a lot of challenges facing teachers right now, pay being at the forefront.
We're currently ranked 51st in salary, so 51st out of the entire country. It makes you feel as a teacher that you're not being valued for the work that you're doing, the degrees that you've earned, the time that you spent.
A decade ago, the state cut hundreds of millions of dollars from school funding. That's meant less money for salaries, programs, and even school supplies. So many teachers spend their own money to get their students things like pencils, markers, crayons, construction paper, even glue.
They don't last long, and we use them daily.
Many buy books to build a class library. These are not supplied by the district?
None of these books were supplied by the districts.
Ball is lucky. She's in a school where parents are able to donate many of the supplies. But in lower income areas, teachers end up having to buy a lot more.
So we've done some informal polling, and it's anything from $400 a year up to $2,000 a year.
Representative Kristen Engel knows teachers are buying supplies that are truly needed to have quality instruction.
Not all students learn just by hearing, and so they need to be touching, they need to be doing, they need to be moving, and that requires resources. Everything is a necessity, and when teachers don't have that given to them by the districts because of state funding issues, they do have to reach into their own pockets to make sure that their kids aren't missing out.
It can really add up and really burn a hole in teachers' pockets.
And that's why Engel sponsored a bill to give teachers a $150 cash stipend for supplies. There's another bill being considered right now that also gives another $150 tax credit for teachers who buy classroom supplies. Would that even make a difference?
It'll make a difference. Any amount of money is going to make a difference because teachers are reaching into their own pockets to pay for supplies for their classroom. But that's really a Band-Aid on a much bigger issue. We are in a teacher shortage crisis, and being ranked 51st in teacher pay out of the entire country, we have to have a plan from our government to fix that.
Now, where do these bills stand at this point? The House just approved those bills last week. They now head to the state for action. But, you know, like you heard the teacher saying, it's not hard to figure out when you're making X amount and your costs are this much. You know, she's like Mrs. Ball said, she has a second job. She tutors. And it's not so that she can go on vacation. It's so that she can make ends meet.
Right. Yeah. Well,
it's not right.
It's a good thing they love kids and they love teaching. They wouldn't do it otherwise. I mean, it's so difficult.
So and the path we're on, too, more dollars are going to be funneled to private schools and charter schools with sort of this movement of school choice, fewer dollars in the public school classroom. So it may be potentially even more strain on these teachers.
Yeah, we're waiting to hear from Governor Doug Ducey. He has promised 80% of more coming into education, but we're going to see exactly how that's supposed to filter in and where it goes exactly.
Thank you, Tess.
Nice, Tess. Thank you.